Now, regarding my views on the work of NAM and the group of 77 and China, I gave a summary in the conference center there. I can see 4 points. Number one, working for peace in the world. That should be number one. We should work with all partners, this huge group of 6.6 billion people, to push for peace and try to isolate those who promote war, South-to-South investments. In the conference center, I showed you the pictures of the Chinese investments here. I showed you the ones of Indonesians. I didn't get time to show you the ones of the Indians, the ones of the Arabs. You are talking of MTN, which was from South Africa, which has solved so many problems here. You have investments from Kenya. You get a bank like Equity Bank. This is a bank from Kenya. It is here. So that potential of South-to-South investments to produce goods and services using the raw materials of this huge group of countries. That's number two. But number three, you remember what I said in the conference center? Once you have produced the goods and the services, who buys them? Who buys them? The market, trading arrangements. That's number three now. Peace, South-South investments, and trade. But then number four, in order to produce goods and services cost effectively, you need investment in infrastructure. And that leads us to the question which JJ was talking about, the question of the financing. How can we work on developing alternative financing to these existing global systems which have not been very well focused? So therefore, I will sit with the team. I have some ideas of how we can move on this and whom we can contact so that we really not only host a good conference, but make a good contribution to the content of the work of NAM and the group of 77 by taking advantage of things which are already happening on the ground. Because like I'm telling you, South investment is already taking place. So it is a question of accentuating what is already happening. So I thank everybody who contributed. You have shown that Ugandans don't have to be corrupt. They don't have to be lazy. And again, I thank Nakyobe and her team, and Nakadama, the supervisor, and Nabbanja also. Nabbanja, the Prime Minister, was also involved. And everybody who was involved. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck.
Today's luncheon provides us with an opportunity to reflect on the achievements and identify areas of improvement as we see what we have done and what we have not done. Our commitment to continuous improvement will ensure that Uganda remains an inspiration for successful international gatherings. Once again, I thank you all, the members of the organizing committee, for participating and the participating nations and of course, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Mama, who was also behind this team to see that everything goes on right. Let us use this occasion to celebrate our accomplishments, learn from our experiences, and strengthen our resolve for future endeavors.
To me, this luncheon speaks great volumes of what is on the heart of Mzee and Mama. This means that they are very happy and they have appreciated what we have done. And we want to thank you, Mzee and Mama. All the Ugandans at large are very happy. And even people outside Uganda, we have been receiving all these communications. Thank you, Mzee, for entrusting us with this work. And I want to thank all of you for doing what you ought to have done.
So as we reflect on the success of these summits, it is important to acknowledge the factors that contributed to our achievements. First and foremost, our success stemmed from the spirit of collaboration and teamwork. This permeated in every aspect of our planning process, and despite the challenges we faced, we remained united in our commitment to delivering a world-class event. Lastly, I believe that our success was also attributed to our ability to embrace innovation and adaptability in the face of adversity. We remained agile and responsive to the evolving circumstances. We leveraged on strategic partnerships and thought outside the box. And this enabled us to overcome any obstacles that stood in our way, hence delivering successfully. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished the summits. We have scored the credits. But what next? So what follows is that as Uganda, we must not remain the same after the successful host. Let us not slide back, KCCA in the disorderliness, in the dirt. Let us remain clean. When I pass Munyonyo Road, Gaba Road, it is clean. Let not those market people come back, the dirt, the what. And as I told you yesterday, the commitments that have not been fulfilled, I will still follow them up. If you still had work to do and you haven't yet delivered, I'm going to follow you up. I want those deliverables.
Madam Nakyobe, finally.